Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. A few days ago, I put out a video pertaining to the killing of 3 alleged gunmen on Windward Road at the NCB Bank. Well, it has recently been brought to my attention that 2 of the policemen who were involved in that incident have been taken into custody in relation to this same incident. What I have been brought to understand is that there was some kind of camera that recorded the activities in that surrounding on the night, and based on what was seen on camera, it was convincing enough for those policemen to be taken into custody, as their account of the incident that happened turned out to be suspect. Now, I honestly don't know what will come of this, but one thing is clear: 2 of these men were known to the police. Not even men, 2 of these youths were problem youths who were known to the police, and one, I hear, was actually reporting to the station due to bail conditions. So it seems as if no angels had died in that incident. And it is just unfortunate that someone who we are trying to serve and protect would turn around and turn over that film that evidence to the police to cause these men to be arrested. Well, I can just speak for me, but had it been me who had found that recording, the first thing I would do is to destroy it, one, because the best thing I think I could do as a decent citizen was to go to the police, give them some kind of gift, and say thank you. Anyway, let's see how this plays out in the end. And for the moment, it is clear that I still stand by the police. A few days ago, I had posted a video pertaining to 3 men who were killed in a shootout with the police on the Cove Main Road in Hanover. That was on Wednesday, November 6th. Well, on the 11th of November, there was a fiery protest on the Riley Bridge, which of course is the entrance into Lucy. Now, this is a main road. This is the main corridor between Montego Bay through Hanover and on to Negril. And that protest caused a lot of traffic pile up because the people put all door roll, fridge roll, stove roll, everything on the road, and along with flammable materials, and they lit it. Luckily, the firemen were out and police were out, and they managed to quell the situation, but the citizens had planned to go back and do the same thing again. But since then, the police have been vigilant. Now, my reason for actually bringing this matter to the fore is to use it as a teaching moment so that people can reflect and to know what they might be doing wrong and how to prevent this from happening again. Now, for those of you who have been listening to my channel for a while, you know exactly where I stand when it comes to gunmen. I have zero tolerance on gunmen. And some of you will know that I'm either black or white. I always pick a side. And I have always picked the side of decent, law-abiding citizens. Now, the reason for the protest, let me explain to you, and then I can go into the teaching moment, because this is what this channel is all about, teaching people. The 3 people who were killed in that incident were, the main one was the leader of the Cotton Lane Defense Force, which is a gang, a cold-blooded gang in the Mount Salem area of Montego Bay. And that individual's name is Clive Lawrence, and they call him Greedy. And he's a cold-blooded murderer, and he had been on the police blotters for quite some time. Those killed along with him was 21-year-old Jason Brown, them call him Biggs, and 29-year-old Nicholas Campbell, them call him Nico. And both of these two men are from a place called Johnsontown there in Hanover. Now, the reason why I have been prompted, or why I am prompted, or should I say, feel obliged to make this video, is because I have come across two videos, two voice notes. One of the two voice notes is from the younger brother of one of the men that was killed. And also another voice note from the mother of that same individual. That individual is Nicholas Campbell, known as Nico. And I'm going to have you listen to both voice notes. And then after you have heard the voice notes, I'll unpack what they said and give you my take on it, so we can all understand how we move forward. First, this is the younger brother.
You Mr. Local Justice, if it's even local justice, because the name needs to be clear, because Nico is not a hoodlum like what the media say. He's not a wanted man. We need his name to be clear. Nicholas Campbell, and also Jason's name to be clear of the allegations that the media is putting on them. And also, Indicom, and what's the other person name? Mr. Chang, don't get to the family, and it's been a week now. It's been exactly a week now, and Indicom promised my mother a call the next 2 days, and up till now she don't receive a call, and she don't receive a call from Dr. Chang. And because of we can't get justice and clear the innocent name, me as a younger brother can't stop the community from rebel and block every single road in Lucy. Me can't stop them. The community is gonna do that if we can't get justice for my big brother and Jason. Because and not only family hurt, even friends hurt. Even the pet dog hurt.
First of all, he's saying that his brother Nico is not a wanted man. So what? A lot of the gunmen out there killing people, the police don't know them. Them name just not come up yet, so I don't see what that is either here nor there. As for the mother, this is what she has to say. But then again, stand by, because I got some information from someone who lives in the community and who knows or have seen all three men before, and who knows something that the public might not be aware of. But before I disclose that, let's hear from the mother.
No police station have any record of him ever doing anything bad. An officer came to my house to give me his condolences and apology, saying that he understands that my son was innocent. But he wasn't there, but he said, due to the fact that he was caught he was where the person of interest was, that's the reason why they killed him. What about innocent until proven guilty? You tell me, sir, not one police officer out there did not have a handcuff. If you handcuff my son and carry him, go lock him up. I'm waiting, and there's still no call. And that is what is hurting the people, because we are not hearing anything, and because we know that Nico was innocent, and the waiting is like it's hurting.
Here she's again saying that the police doesn't have any record of him doing anything bad. But so what? And then she said that police come to her home and tell her that give condolences and say them know her son was innocent, but it's just because he was in the car with the gunman. Then she went on to say that the policeman who told her that was not on the scene, but he said that his police colleague told him that it's just because her son was in the car and they just shoot up the car. That's why her son died. And she want to know, what about innocent until proven guilty? Well, let me address that first. If the police are in a shootout with men in a car, what time are you going to take? Even if say it was one man was firing bullets, where within that time the police are going to have to take to decide conveniently who is innocent from who is guilty. In that scenario, darling, them not have no time to know who guilty from who innocent. Man in a car a shoot up for them and a run. So whatever the outcome, it will be hindsight. They can look back and decide. But here's the thing. You see, when growing up as a child, I've heard this, and I'm quite sure every single Jamaican have heard this. Show me your company and I tell you who you are. We have also heard the saying, if you lie with dogs, you will rise with flea. And the Bible says, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. In a nutshell, keep away from certain type of people. And I think that passage also means keep away from dirty, murderous gunmen. Now, for you guys who have been listening to me for a while, you know that if the incident at Brayton about 25 years ago, where Renato Adams executed 7 youths in a house over there, I can tell you this. Even though there was only one nefarious male amongst the lot, me not sorry for none of them. That him the little one, the last one, 14 years old I think he was, and he was called Tamoya Wilson, if I remember right. Not even him me not sorry for. First of all, what I have heard from someone who lives in that community is that the younger brother who you heard in that voice note and the mother, they both know all 3 of them. They know the boy, the wicked boy, who come up to their community a number of times because Nico carried them into the community. Or Nico and the other quote-unquote innocent one carry that murderer into the community on many occasions. Because Nico is the one who drive for them when they rent cars and they're going to do any madness. Nico is the one who drive for them to go on operations. That's what I'm hearing. Now, I'm not saying that the mother or the brother knew that Greedy was a gunman. But the thing is, let me tell you something. And let me tell everybody this. You see, when you say young man associate with other men, it can only be for one of 2 reasons. Any man where you see love follow other man's seed bag, he might in some lean business, them kind of fishy business, or they are involved in some kind of criminal enterprise. There is only those 2 reasons for wanting to associate with men and being around a bag of men. And when I say that, I mean hanging out. Once you hang out, you want to hang out with men and go yourself with man and go yourself with long seed man like yourself. Something wrong with you. Up to something. Big red flag. Don't tell me so that these 2 quote-unquote innocent young men did not know the activities of Greedy, because let me tell you, this is quite clear. You see, those kind of top-notch gunmen, they do not associate with strangers. When they are traveling with their guns, they travel with people who they trust. People who they trust implicitly. So, the fact that he had at least 1 gun on him, he would want some of his most trusted assistants with him. And 2 guns were found. Why is he going to be walking with 2 guns? So, the plain and simple fact is, their heart you lady, mother, and you young man. First, let me address the young man. Assuming that your brother was innocent, the fact that him follow back a long seed man, it serve him right. Plain and simple, because police don't have no time for check who a gunman from who and a gunman if at least one gunman in the vehicle. They would have to assume that they are all gunmen. So the lesson for you Tafari, don't associate yourself with any gunman. As a matter of fact, not moving a man company at all. Not even, I suppose you're still in school. Because your brother over there, I think, is 21 years old. So you're younger than that. And you sound young. You sound in the early teens, 13, 14. Stop associating with men. You don't need to be around any long seed man whatsoever. They will either want to grind you or give you a gun and turn you into a criminal like themselves. Or both. As for you, mother, you should have been grooming your boys or grooming Nico not to follow in a long seed man company. And dear heart, once your picnic start go on with man and a travel in a group of man, anything him get, him fit take. Because him is either a gunman himself or a gunman wannabe. Either way, him deserve what him get. I'm sure that there's some wise person who will come up and say, oh, suppose this one innocent little thing and there could be, and give one of them way out scenario. Well, it happens, doesn't it? We don't live in a perfect world. So even if a person is circumspect, it is quite possible that he can be caught up in a scenario with gunmen. But since that is one in every 200,000, or so, we should not even start to even discuss that. That's not even should be in any discussion. And mother, if you have any more kids, keep them out of long seed man company if you want them. Because me say, and I encourage the police, once you see a bag of man together and them have and shot fire from you from that building or from that car, you're guilty by association. And we don't have no time for courthouse. Too much of madness are going and it need to stop. Lady, go bury your son and learn your lessons, and I hope other people learn them lessons from this incident. Thank you very much. Guys, thank you for visiting my channel. Like, share, leave your comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.